Hi, everyone. This is Deb, and I thought I would pop on for a moment here to share some thoughts that I had. And I'm here to share with you that it's important to keep our meditation and our spiritual practice going. This time more than ever before. We've had some time now, a week or two, where, we've been trying to find that equilibrium of what we're doing. Maybe some of you are working at home. Maybe some of you are just at home watching kids or grandkids, what have you. And probably a lot of Netflix or Amazon Prime Video or just scrolling through the Facebook feeds. The thing is, and eating lots of comfort food, who hasn't probably done that?
Facebook Incorporated Chief Executive Mark Zuckerberg said on Sunday that the social media company
I have this crazy Amazon thing going off here. Let me just turn her off because I don't know why she just started talking. Isn't that funny? Well, like I said, scrolling through tablets and feeds and whatnot. That's for sure, right? Those are the things that we have been doing to occupy ourselves, to keep ourselves busy during this pandemic. So, what I want to share with you is the importance, as I said a little while ago, is the importance of our spiritual and meditation practice and how we can continue to keep those going. Now, as you know, I've been posting a daily 5-minute meditation, and that I hope has been helpful to you. Even 5 minutes a day, and usually what I say to people, 5 minutes a day, if you're just starting out with meditation. That's why I created that Meditation Pebbles series, a podcast series. And I'll keep posting them every day to help you to start your day. You can certainly go back to some of the ones that I've already posted. Actually, if you go to meditatewithdeb.com, you can access all of them. There's 50 of them so far, and I guess when we get to that point, I'm going to have to start creating new ones. I've been working on those for the last couple of years. Now, as you may know too, I've also been providing classes. So like tonight at 7 o'clock Central Time, I'm doing a meditation class where we'll be practicing meditation. And then if you have any questions and answers or questions about your meditation practice, I can help to answer those as well. I've been doing this meditation for 40 years. Most of my life, and certainly having worked with mentors and certifications, that sort of thing. But it's the daily practice that really matters. I mean, all those other things don't really matter unless I'm actually doing the practice. And I have been doing the practice more, of course, than before. And then also I have been guided to share the meditation, the yoga, some of the peaceful wellness, recording meditations for you, because that is part of my spirituality, part of what I do, because I want to be of service. And that's something that I have done for a very long time, is been a person of service in all the jobs that I've had, most of the jobs of my life that I've had, whether it's been in nonprofit, what have you. I have been in those areas of service. And so it was only natural for me to start creating these classes and meditations for you, especially since my studio, Meditate Madison, here in Madison, Wisconsin, obviously had to close, just like many businesses have had to close for the duration of the pandemic. But the importance of why is it important? Because it brings you peace. That's the important part of our daily practice, right? When we can get up in the morning and start the day, not by turning on the news or reading Facebook or reading the news on your tablet. What you can do is just take a moment to just breathe. And let's take some breaths together, feeling your hand on your heart, your chest, your other hand on your belly. Just expanding that belly out on the inhale. And as you exhale, pulling that belly in, letting all the air go out. Let's do 2 more of those. And just by taking 3 deep breaths, just as we did now, it can make a huge difference to you in how you approach the rest of the day. Now, granted, at least 5 minutes of meditation can make a difference. Longer, if you've been if you've been a practitioner for a while, certainly that will make a difference too. But start out slow. Start off with those 5 minutes a day. Whether it's just being present, sitting by a window. I have a window here in my Zen den that I call it for meditation and yoga. Whether it's just sitting out, looking out at the window at the trees, pretty soon they will be sprouting, their leaves, and listening to the bird call in the morning. Taking time maybe for some movement. Maybe it is doing some very gentle yoga. Maybe it's taking a walk. Whatever it may be, to kind of clear your mind and prepare yourself for the day. It's almost like a protection shield around you so that when you do start to go to the news and catching up with what the latest is, you're well grounded in that. And so I do highly recommend that you continue. And then if you have a spiritual practice, it doesn't matter what spirituality that you embrace, get into it a little bit more. Maybe read more passages. Maybe it's just a spiritual book that you like by different writers. Maybe it's Deepak Chopra or Eckhart Tolle. Whatever it is, take some time to read, maybe even to journal as you go through this time period. This is a time for us to, yes, we're distancing ourselves socially, cocooning, as I like to keep calling it, retreating. And what is a time for retreat but a time to grow, a time to look at our essence of who we really are, a time to heal, a time to release all that no longer serves us. And so we can do that. And that's why the importance of meditation, the silence, the stillness, the importance of the spiritual practice, whatever that may be for you, that brings us gifts that we can take. It raises our vibration out of the fear that has been going on. And yeah, we're all concerned. I have my concerns just like you, but I also have learned how to keep calm and grounded. And I hope that what I've been providing for you has been very helpful to you in providing that grounded space. So you can do what you need to do, each day. As I said, some people are working from home. I've worked from home for a very long time, actually. So I'm quite used to that. So I'm helping other people learn how to do that. My daughter had to come home from her college, so she's taking her classes online starting this week, because spring break's over. So how can we do that more efficiently in our lives, but not being so fearful and running around like a chicken with our head cut off, but being grounded as we approach each thing, taking one step at a time, one breath at a time. If you've never done online learning before or working, just take it one step at a time. You don't have to learn everything about Zoom all at once, and ask for help. That's the thing. Ask for help from the people that you work with, people that you go to school with, other people who may know those things. I actually know that's my other part of my brain is I'm a web designer and web support, and I do know a lot of things technically. So you can call me too if you need that help. But taking your time, that's what it's all about. One moment by one moment, everything will unfold the way that it will. And the only thing we have control over is the way we think about it. How can I think about this? I don't have to be in terror all the time. And then surround yourself with those other practices. Maybe segueing out of all the comfort food and choosing some healthier options, right? Maybe watching some movies that are uplifting, maybe reading books that are uplifting, maybe interacting with your family now that you're home with them. Doing those things that will provide you more peace of mind as you go forward through this. Now, we're in this together. I will keep producing different classes and materials as long as that is needed. And certainly, I wish I was at the studio. I wish I could be there with those of you who are here in Madison. I would love to join with you. And I did a Crystal Singing Bowls live stream last Friday. Perhaps I'll do another one, and who knows whenever I feel my inner spirit telling me that it's time to do that again. But we'll have that time together in person at some point again. But right now we have the magic of virtual reality, right? That we can be together. And aren't we really blessed that we have that opportunity, that we can do videos, that we can do one-on-one calls, we can do live sessions. I'm working with some people with private sessions, one-to-one, using video conferencing, talking with people, helping them spiritually to get through this. Whatever I can do to be of assistance. And certainly, take care of yourself. Self-care. This week, my theme is self-compassion and loving ourselves, and that's what we need to do right now. I just popped on to do this because I was inspired when I was sitting down at my desk, and I really didn't know what I would share, but I'm glad to just connect with you and to share with you, and hopefully keep you motivated. And if you do have things that you'd like me to maybe talk about, maybe a class you'd like me to do online, video-wise or pre-recorded wise, just let me know. I have a chair yoga class I'm going to do tomorrow. Probably only do a 30-minute session tomorrow. And then I'm going to do a restorative class that I'll pre-record for Wednesday. Like we normally would do our rest and restore on Wednesdays at the studio. But hey, we have these other options that we can do. And we're all in this together, and it doesn't matter who you are and where you've been. We're doing this together, and we can be present together. So let's take 3 deep breaths again together. Now, doesn't that feel better? So thanks so much for joining me live, or if you're watching this a little bit later, I thank you for doing so, and I wish you much peace. Namaste.